Everything is going well. You're listening to Light Channelings. Please accept my greetings from India. So, I know that you've all been waiting for a reading or a message from me, but I wasn't getting much time to record something or post anything that you all needed to hear. So, this happens with me at times, and until and unless I don't feel inspired enough to record anything or post anything, I don't do that as much. So yeah, that was the reason. But now I am here for all of you to give you the guidance that you need and help you on your spiritual path. Actually, I was supposed to post these messages yesterday, but for some reason I couldn't, as I was not getting time, and it took me a while to write these channel messages in my notebook. So actually I had to sit and write about two situations that I've already mentioned in my community board. So one was about the karmic mother interference, and this one is for those who are having a difficult time with their person when it comes to expressing and them understanding your feelings. So this is more likely the expected future energies for twin flames and soulmates, which are who are experiencing a lot of conflict and turmoil in their connection at the moment, and their person is not showing much maturity and understanding and compassion towards them. Okay, so we'll start with it. The thing is that you're really upset at the fact that your person is not caring about your values, your morals, your principles and feelings at the moment. And it seems as if they don't give a damn about what you want out of this connection and what you want from your person. You don't want anything big from them. You don't want any gifts. You don't want any big surprises from them. You don't want any expensive rings and material items. You just want your person to show that they care about your feelings and that they value you, that you are important for them, and that they want you. You want to know that you mean something for them and that they are willing to listen to what you have to say. You want to know that they will attend you when you are trying to express yourself in front of them, and about some of the things that they do or don't do that affect you and that are hurtful to you. Okay, you just want to feel peace and harmony with them. That's all that you want. I saw 333 as I said that on my screen. But everything you plan to have peace and harmony with your person, and when you expect a simple reciprocation of understanding that you've been showing to them, you either receive neglect or insult by them. A mouse just passed from here. Actually, it took my attention from the reading. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we'll come back to it. Yeah, so you expect a simple reciprocation of understanding and maturity that you've been showing them, but you either receive neglect or insult, and this has really hurt you to such an extent that now you are fearful of talking to them. You fear that they will reject you again, and if you say something or if you expect something from them, you're going to get the same result. You are now expecting the worst case scenarios if and when you think about talking to them or having a conversation with them. You want to talk and you want to express how you feel about them and how you feel about everything, but it seems that they are not ready. they are not ready to listen to you or take any or make or take any serious efforts to have a meaningful conversation or a heart to heart conversation with you, to provide you with some clarity about where you stand with them, about what they think about you, what they feel about you, what's going to be the future of this connection, etc., etc. But it seems that they are not ready to put their foot forward and do something about it. But the future energies that were shown to me, or the future outcomes that no, these are not the future outcomes, I'm sorry. This is something that is happening or will happen. It seems that they want to talk to you, but not about the matter that has been bothering you, or about something that you need clarity about. They want to speak to you, but they don't want to speak about all these things. You getting my point? They want to speak to you because they want your energy, and when you don't speak to them, they get upset. But then at the same time, they don't want to deal with the subject matter. They don't want to talk about the things that are necessary to be talked about. They don't want to do that. Okay, your person is not willing to deal with you in that manner at the moment. Their ego is not letting them put their guard down and their defenses down to have a conversation with you, where they will have to answer some of your questions, and they are actually fearing that they may get put in a place which is going to be very vulnerable for them. That's kind of scary for them, and they are not comfortable with that at the moment. Okay, they want to act and pretend in a way where it should feel like nothing dramatic ever happened in between both of you, and they somewhere want you to do the same, but you shouldn't be doing that. Get this point very clear. Your person is not willing to answer your questions surrounding the heartbreak and betrayal that they've caused you. They want you to forget about it all as if it never ever happened. They don't want to deal with that part of the connection, which is necessary to be dealt with. Okay, you need to understand that it's 7.7 on my screen right now. I'm seeing it. So actually this message is very blessed, and I think we've been seeing so many synchronicities so far. So I think it's going to resonate with a lot of you. Okay, so what's happening and their what's happening at the moment and their attitude towards you is actually making you even more upset with them, and you don't understand their psychology. I'm sorry, my tongue just slipped. That happens with me at times when I'm channeling. So you just don't understand their psychology. You don't understand how they think, how they behave, what exactly is going on in their mind. At times you just can't understand. You think as if, how can someone treat someone like that? It feels as if they don't think that you even deserve to have an apology from them, or as if they don't think that there needs to be something spoken to clear the air between both of you and have a fresh start. And what is it that they are thinking about when it comes to you? You don't get it. It doesn't make sense. The reason is that your person gets anxiety over being honest with you and being truthful towards you. That gives them anxiety. It makes them feel as if they are going to just, this is going to make some of you laugh, but I am going to say it. It makes them feel as if they are going to pee in their pants if they come towards you and face you to tell you the truth. Okay? They just can't look into your eyes and say something to you. It scares them. But the good news is it's all going to change and you're going to get what you deserve and what you want. How? I don't know, and I literally have no idea. But they can't treat you like that and be in union with you. It's not going to work. So it has to change, and it will change. It has to be. It has to. They'll need to change their attitude, and they'll have to, when it comes to you, and it's going to happen at all costs. They will understand that you've already had enough and you deserve to be presented with some clarity. You deserve that. Ever since you got separated, or ever since you've had an argument with your person, they never realized that how much you've been suffering in silence. They didn't realize the intensity of the pain that you've been experiencing because of them. But now they will be shown, and they will have to change, and it will happen because something is going to happen in their life where they will be made to feel exactly the same way as you are doing right now, or you did in the past. Okay? The thought of your reaction actually scares them the most. That's why they avoid talking about the things that you need clarity about. But what needs to be done will be done. It has to be done. There's no escaping. That's a different thing, that maturity and understanding will be needed on your side too, which is little bit not there at the moment because you've been so hurt and you've been living in pain. The hurt and pain you've experienced is not to be made joke of, but at the same time we cannot let it take control of our actions and behavior. You need to understand that. At the moment, most of the feminines who resonate with my work, or who resonate with my energy or my channelings, are or have been living like a wounded lioness. You understand that? That nobody dares to mess up with. Take this thing very seriously. Not even her own mate, the Lion King, at times. Even he thinks 1,000 times before approaching her, as he knows what kind of reaction he's going to get when her woman is wounded or is upset. You get my point? As most of you have been burning with hate, anger, and resentment towards your person, you do not understand, or you are not able to at the moment, but this actually needs to be dealt with before having any kind of conversation with your person, or before anything else happens between both of you. Some of you have been actually slapping your person in your mind or in your thoughts. I saw a vision about that, and it was shown that much hurt and pain you've actually been carrying inside within you for so long, and that needs to be dealt with dealt with before anything else can happen. It literally needs to be dealt with. I'm sorry. So some of you are struggling hard to find forgiveness for your person or make peace with what they did to you. You don't even know how to deal with this, what you should do about it, where you should go, who you should speak to, who you should talk to. That's going to bring some comfort in your heart, but nothing seems to be working for you. You are filled with rage, anger, and resentment and grudge towards your person and other people as well. That needs to be healed and released first before anything else can happen. But still, source wants to tell you and is letting you know that there is hope in your situation, and your person will start treating you with kindness, fairness, compassion, understanding, and justice. Once everything else gets cleared from your path, that means all the karma that was there, once it gets cleared, you'll have a smooth sailing ahead. Okay? So at the moment, your person doesn't show much care towards your feelings if they are hurting you, but it will change. They may constantly say or do things that hurt you the most without even thinking once how it's going to affect you at the moment. For example, they may speak about how they used to spend time with their ex, aka karmic, what their friends have to say about you and what he's going to do about it and how it's affecting him, and that their family is a priority over you and what society is going to say, etc., etc. All of this is all of this upsets you, but because of all this, you have no idea where you stand with your person, and you feel like you're getting played like an object by your person. But in time, your person will start to realize that they need to show some real respect to your feelings, and they will understand that no woman or man can take when their person is talking about the time they spent with their ex. And I need to go in depth when I'm making that statement, because people normalize um, being in contact or being in terms or talking to their exes. See, the thing is that if you had an abrupt ending or if your ex was toxic, it's not healthy to have them in your life. The past is called past because it's past, and that shouldn't be dragged into your future. For that, you need to make changes in your present, and for that, you need to release some things from your life. I have seen many of the people expect their partner that they chose after having a heartbreak, or if they are in a second or third relationship, they kind of expect their person to listen about things they had done with their ex-partner. That's not healthy. You need to understand that the person that is sitting in front of you, or the person that you are supposed to have a relationship, or you're actually having a relationship, is expecting to be a priority in your life. And when you speak about things that you did with your ex person, that kind of makes them feel as if they are standing somewhere in between, uh, in between a place which is important and not so important, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, you need to understand that. Don't normalize this. Okay, it upsets your person, it makes them question their place in your life or in your heart, especially if you're talking about the intimate moments you had with your ex. Don't ever do that, it's very hurtful. I'm telling you again, whether you are a man or you're a woman listening to me or this channeling, you need to understand that. Don't normalize it. It's not normal and it's not healthy. That's a fact. Nobody can take it if their person tells them or talks in a way which shows that their ex is still important for them in front of you, and especially in some emotional manner. It is really, really hurtful to the one who is expecting to have and share a beautiful future with you. They need to understand that it's not healthy to normalize talking about exes in a way where you expect other person to compromise with your behavior towards them. It is hurtful and one needs to understand that. When someone is trying to be your everything, or they think or they feel that you are everything to them, you need to release the energy of all of your excess and the connections you had in the past, and especially if they were toxic and unhealthy and or abusive. We need to understand that. Okay, so in your person's case, the energy of your ex is still there and your person is still holding on to it, which was very toxic, but your person has not fully learned that lesson just yet. They still feel like it was a loss. So they didn't understand that the lesson of actually, I'm sorry, they didn't understand that it was a lesson for them to learn, and it was a toxic attachment that they had or still holding on to at the moment. Even after everything is finished, they're separate, they are no longer there in their life, but still the energy is there. That's something that one needs to release, which is not healthy for any other relationship to flourish or prosper in one's life. But they will be made to learn all of this, and once that happens, they will change their attitude towards you. They will think before they speak and they will consider your feelings as well. And you should be happy about that because that's going to happen. But at the same time, you need to understand that your person may start to say or hold back things just to please you or not to make you upset. And that isn't healthy either. We cannot expect our person to say and do things that we want them to do and say. That's kind of conditional and it takes away the freedom from your person, whether you realize it or not. And it actually leaves no space for the relationship to move forward. There should be and there needs to be space for the truth to be spoken, for healing to happen, and honesty in a relationship between two people. So always keep that in mind, that your person doesn't become so fearful of you that they start to please you unnecessarily and hold back things that are important. Okay, even for things that should be honestly discussed and spoken about. That's the guidance and advice that you need to consider. Okay, we'll end it soon. Only few lines are left. So the positive news is that your person will tell you everything that you need to hear from them, everything you like to hear from them, everything you want to hear from them. You're going to get it. Okay, all of this will start to happen when they will reflect on how you've been supporting them, or how you've always been there for them when they needed you the most, or when they needed a helping hand in the past, or how you will be supporting them in the future once you both come into communication or union again. They will organically develop a lot of respect for you, and they will realize that what they once rejected was actually the answer of their prayers and the wishes they've been sending into the universe, or asking for from the universe. They will see you as a divine gift and the blessing in their life, and their love, their respect, their loyalty, their faithfulness, appreciation, desire, and passion will only grow from that moment. And no one and nothing else will be able to distract them from you for life. Okay, they will understand you and your emotions on their own, or they will start to understand you and your emotions on their own without you without you even having to say anything or express much. Right now you are craving for them, or right now you are craving for their attention, to listen to you and understand you in a way that you do, but later you will be surprised how things are going to turn out, and how they are going to surprise you with their ability and willingness to understand you and be there for you without you even having to ask them for it. Okay, so what is happening right now is actually going to force you to drop all of your expectations from your person, for you to get unexpected surprises and wish fulfillments from your person in the future. Okay, so that was the message, and I hope you'll like it, and I hope you'll enjoy it, and you'll take advantage of it. So that's all for now. Now I'll take leave, and I wish that um I don't know, I forgot what I was supposed to say. I wish you all the blessings. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.